I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way.
All right, here's a pretty cool find that I had in my garage for a while I'm digging through some boxes. Check this out. This is a vintage John Deere jacket. It's got the amazing like rainbow colors, full zip, kind of a heavy outdoor jacket, that's for sure. It's got the JD on the sleeve. It's pretty nice, man. It's got the whole freaking vibe flavor to it. So I'm gonna list this today and we'll see what we can get for it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Mike here. Hope you're having a great day or night. I'm having a great morning so far. So today I will just be doing the same thing as I do every day pretty much. It's resell. I'll be showing you guys here in a little bit some orders I sold on eBay and Amazon. No Etsy orders today. Other than that, we'll have some conversations about reselling and we'll see what else we do today. And if you're wondering, I do wear flannel pajama pants most days, honestly. So pajama pants, because I've got nobody to impress, and I'm at home here and have no intention of leaving. Maybe later this afternoon, but at the end of the day, I want to be comfortable, right? That's what you can do when you work for yourself. So people ask me all the time, how much money do you need to have to start up an eBay business? Now, it just depends. There's so many variables with it. Obviously, you could do it on the cheap. So if you're kind of a frugal person or you're not going out and you don't have $1,000 to spend, I mean, you could start with a couple bucks, a couple things in your house. I want to talk about my experience here recently because last year, right around this time, I kind of changed my whole mentality of things because I was buying so much at the thrift, the garage sale, storage units, and I started accumulating so much where I said to myself, you know what? Can I truly run this business without spending a dime more than what I have? And if you asked me last year, like with this one particular eBay account, I'm always showing you guys what I sell on. I don't have much money in it, guys. Last year, I might have spent $500 to $800 to accumulate the inventory that you might see on that eBay account. Some of the stuff's been sitting for a while, longer than maybe a year and a half or 2 years. As of right now, I might have spent $150 since the beginning of the year. So I don't have much money into this particular eBay business. And I love that fact because over time, you know, you can start to develop some really good ROIs, right? Even if it's something you buy for $2 a blazer and it sells for 50, that's amazing profit, right? Down to like, let's say t-shirts and stuff like that. And this is something I've always talked about on my channel here is that you don't need to start a reselling business with a lot of money. You know, you can pretty much just go out there and tackle it with $10 and go into the thrift store. List the stuff, sell the stuff, take some money, put it in your pocket, go back to, 3 days from now and go buy some more stuff at the thrift stuff. You know, it just depends on what you want to do with your business, how you're running the business. Obviously, if you've got big capital right now, you can do a lot of crazy things. You can do a lot of great things. You can move out of the thrifting. You can start getting into, products that you find locally or maybe importing products. It just depends on what your business model is. But for me right now with this particular eBay, that's what I want to focus on, is I don't have a lot of money into this. So the stuff you're seeing me sell, guys, is on the cheap. Storage unit buys, garage sale finds, thrift store stuff, and a lot of stuff that's just been piling up my garage that I want to tackle first so I can just get rid of it, take the money, enjoy the money, right? And have no pressures and worries and say, listen, oh my God, I got to go out today and source X amount of money to make it this X dollar amount, right? I mean, I've literally gone months, guys, with this particular eBay account without buying a single thing. And I did that last year, and I was still making thousands of dollars just off the current inventory there. And I think it's important, just keep building up an inventory of it, right? You know, you could do different approaches, like you've seen me, auction off clothing, and not kill it or crush it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. That's the name of the game with clothing. But sometimes you just let the stuff marinate. And but again, you know, if you're new to reselling here, don't be intimidated. Start with what's in your house. Start with $5-6. Start with $10. Just, you know, absorb the information, find out what sells, put a price point to it, and there's people shopping, guys. There's people shopping every second of the day in e-commerce land. That's great and dandy, Mike, but what'd you sell today? Well, I'm about to show you. So let's dive into the video here, guys. This is from all eBay here. This is a men's Brooks Brothers men's performance knit polo slim, just casual shirt, size medium. It's got the nice sheep on the chest there. This one had a flaw. It had a small little pinhole that's kind of noticeable if you're wearing it. So I just said, you know what? My mistake. I overlooked it when I bought the thrift store. I think I paid $1 for it at some point down the line. And I said, you know what? Let's throw it to auction. Let's see what it does. And ended up selling for $3.25 plus $4 shipping for a total of $7.25, and literally sold in 7 days. So not crazy amount of money with that, but the shirt did have a flaw, and it was pretty noticeable, and I was just happy to make something off that. Next item here is it's a Logo 7 Desert Storm, you know, from the 90s, just a military graphic t-shirt, size extra large. Threw this to auction because I really want to blow out some of these under $12 piece of clothing, particularly t-shirts and some Hawaiian shirts I have, some casual shirts. They've just been sitting for a while, so I'm like, you know what? Let's just, it's a new year. Let's go with a clean slate. Let's start moving this stuff. And this one ended up selling for $1.99 plus $4 shipping, so a total of $5.99. And I did have a lot of stuff ending recently, auctions, that just there was no action to them. So this is the name of the game. I'm gonna have to either relist them as auctions or maybe put them back up as buy now best offers. You know, I'm trying multiple different ways to move products just to get them out of the house, right? And this one here is an interesting one. Let me tell you the history on this one. First off, let me tell you what I sold it for, and I'll talk about it. It's 1985 Anthrax Spreading the Disease concert t-shirt. Now, I had this up for 90 days. I had it up at a very high price, like $100 or $150 with best offer. Zero action on it at all. Let me just tell you what I sold it for. It sold on auction for $2.99 plus $4 shipping, so a total of $6.99. Now, this shirt, if you look at it very closely, now I guess I would call myself a vintage concert t-shirt expert, by all means, because I've been doing it for so long. I have a lot of information about concert t-shirts. This one was kind of that tomfoolery, right? I mean, this particular shirt has the right signs to be for the age. There's no tag on it. The stitching looks pretty similar, but I'm almost 95% convinced that this is one of these Malaysian knockoffs, right? Where these guys overseas are buying the original shirts and then they're reproducing them and they're selling them on different markets. It's very, very faded, but it doesn't look faded like that's how the shirt... It looks like this is how it's screen printed, right? So I don't believe it is a true 1985 Anthrax t-shirt, and I think that's why it didn't go for good money. But hey, you know, at the end of the day, it's got the tour dates, everything on it. It looks pretty legit, but I don't think it's an original. So it is what it is. It's happy it's gone. Next item here, and this is the last one I've got of that. It's a Adidas Kevin Garnett Brooklyn Nets Authentic Swingman jersey, size extra large. And this one sold on Buy It Now for $18.49. It was on sale. It was my last one I had. Probably sold 15 of these. Picked these up from a local online source at a good price. I think I had $3 in each jersey, so not bad. It's out of the house. It's gone. Gotta love when that happens. Next item here is a Paradise Found. I think I showed you guys this shirt at some point. This is you know, it was made for LL Bean. I don't know if you can see that right there. So it wasn't like the true like Magnum PI type ones, but it's still collectible. Still, people like this stuff. Size large / extra large, and this one basically threw to auction, and it went for $10 plus $4 shipping, so a total of $14 shipped out the door for this one. So that's a pretty good find. And I'm gonna pack some stuff up, guys. I'll show you some Amazon. Back with some Amazon. Got 3 orders to show you guys here, and then that'll complete the day for the orders. This came out of that Goodwill Haul DVD again. This is, what is this? American Werewolf in London, DVD disc only. And this sold for $9.57 shipped. Move that here. This one here came out of, which one did this one? This came out of an older storage unit. And this is what is this one? Phoenix Suns 25 years VHS tape here. It's got Charles Barkley, Dan Marley, you know, Lance, whatever this guy's name was. I don't remember his name, but it's classics. You know, it's got the classic NBA stuff to it. Most of the time when you see these are really worth nothing. Even the Bulls ones, they used to be a market for the Chicago Bulls ones. There still is kind of, but this one here didn't bring all the money. It sold for $6.94 shipped. Just something, an added bonus to that storage unit that I purchased a while back, which at one point I'll make a video. Show you guys everything I pulled out of that one unit. And this one came out of the recent storage unit that I recently showed you guys. This is the Best of Saturday Night Live, 1991. It's got the Bears. Give me the sausage. Got Adam Sandler. So it's got some classics on here, that's for sure. And this one ended up selling for a total of $9.74 on Amazon. All three of these are merchant fulfilled. So we'll package this stuff up, guys, and we'll talk in a little bit. Now, once you find out what's actually working for you in terms of what you're buying and flipping, what you're able to sell for a profit, how fast you're able to sell it, how much money you can make per day, per week, per month, you know, you can start moving on to other platforms for sure, right? Or keep building one platform. I'm a big proponent of just the simple facts of never have all your eggs in one basket, right? That's why I sell on multiple platforms. But, you know, managing an eBay account, like, for example, something that's got 400 items on it, maybe you're listing 50 to 100 items a week new, give or take here. It doesn't really take a lot of time. That's why I've got chunks in my day, my week, planned out for different activities, right? Like, I might not list on that particular eBay account for 2 or 3 days, because in those other 2 or 3 days, I'm doing something different, right? I'm listing on other eBay accounts. I'm doing Amazon, I'm doing Etsy, I'm updating my e-commerce sites, et cetera, right? Or maybe I'm working on a local game. You know, it could be whatever it is. But at the end of the day, once you master a system and use time chunks and going out there and maybe you're spending 100 hours, and that 100 hours, because I mean, we all know this, you can take 100 hours into 1,000. That's not difficult at all, right? It's just going out there and finding the items, knowing what to buy, and again, depending on what's going on in your area. I mean, if it's cold out right now and you're like, oh my gosh, there's no garage sales, there's no, the thrift stores, everybody's at them, get creative, right? I mean, start looking at Facebook, right? Start looking at eBay and snipe products, right? Same with Amazon. Right now, people are bailing on FBA. I mean, I just listened to some records this morning. People are selling the vinyl records for $4 shipped, FBA. You know, people are getting desperate. The fees are coming up, you know, these long-term storage fees. People are freaking out. The biggest thing is this, is you don't need a lot of money to start this business. You can legitimately start with what's in your house. You can start with $6. I have whole videos on my on YouTube here. $6 challenge. On my pigforprofit.com website, I got a $10 challenge, right? And, you know, over time, you know, if you just look at it as the bigger picture, okay? And the bigger picture, I think, is this. For somebody starting off, look at 30 days. See what you did in 30 days. Document this. You got to document this. You got to treat this like a business. You got to write down every little step. This is what I paid for it. This is what I paid for tape, bubble mailers, you know, bubble wrap, boxes, etc. Write all of your, you know, expenses and just constantly look at this stuff and then adjust, right? Adjust to what do you got to change. Maybe this stuff with buy it now, best offer is not working. Throw it to auction, because at that point, if nothing's selling in a week, then you gotta put some action in with these eBay accounts, guys. You gotta create sales. You gotta throw some auctions out there, because there's a shit ton of people, excuse my French, that are out there on eBay. There's millions, and everybody's trying to get a little piece of the pie. But I'm telling you this, I mean, if another 100,000 people came in tomorrow and started reselling, right? That's great, that's dandy. It's not gonna affect your business. As long as you're on key and you're on point and you keep listing, right? Keep creating sales. Find the right stuff to sell, okay? So with that being said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. I really super appreciate that. I'm gonna stay busy the rest of the day here, listing, taking photographs, working on my garage. Till next time, guys, I'm out of here. Peace. Vlog over.